Hello everyone, during this TRC car tutorial number 11, I will present a transient and AC spice simulation of the ignition coil using the physical transformer model. The three reluctances, 100K, 100K and 4 megohm, are transformed in three resistances in the electrical circuit to simulate the magnetic circuit. This reluctance circuit is supplied on both sides by two voltage sources, NP-IP and NS-IS. If we want to see the ampere turns value, we can plot those voltages noted in volt in SPICE, but you know that in fact it is ampere turn unit. Both zero voltage sources measure the current which represents the magnetic flux. This current is copied to drive a 1 Henry inductance to get the d phi over dt noted dV dt P for the primary side and dV dt S for the secondary side. Those voltages are multiplied by NP and NS respectively for primary and secondary side. Both zero voltage sources measure the primary and secondary current to provide the data NP-IP and NS-IS. The primary and secondary winding resistance are added, and the secondary winding capacitance of 2 nanofarad is added at the secondary output. This is the internal capacitance of the secondary winding. We apply a 12-volt battery voltage at the primary of the ignition coil. The secondary voltage oscillates around a value close to 1200 volt because the transformer ratio is 100. The primary current measured in the resistance Rp or in the zero voltage source VIP oscillates around the image of the linear magnetic flux forced by the constant primary voltage of 12 volt. The advantage of the physical model is that we can plot the NP-IP and NS-IS voltages in volt in SPICE but ampere turns for us. The sum of NP-IP plus NS-IS is a magnetic current. The oscillation is due to the output capacitor Cout and the leakage inductance seen from the secondary side. The leakage inductance is provided by the R reluctance of 4 meg. This schematic shows the secondary winding capacitor and the leakage inductance view from the secondary side. As explained in the TRC car tutorial number 8, all the secondary elements can be transferred on the primary side to get the schematic in the blue box. The primary impedance Zp of this circuit includes the primary inductance Lp, the output capacitor and leakage inductance view from primary side, N square Cs and LFS divided by N square. See the Riemann formula. The main data for the ignition coil are shown on the left. Now we plot the AC primary impedance of the ignition coil model. At low frequency, the impedance is a primary inductance LP of 8.1 millihenry. FP and N square CS are negligible. When the frequency reaches 396 Hz, LP and N square CS do a parallel resonance to get the higher impedance around 500 ohms. Over the 396 Hz, the impedance becomes capacitive with a capacitance of 20 microfarad, which is the 2 nanofarad of the secondary coil multiplied by 10,000 square of N equal 100. The serial resonance between LFP and N square CS is reached at the frequency of 1.8 kHz. At high frequency, the impedance becomes again inductive with the leakage inductance LFP view from primary side of 390 microhenry. In this slide, we will analyze the primary current and the output voltage point by point. When the primary side is supplied by Vp at t equals 0, the output capacitor is discharged Vs equals 0. As the capacitor needs some time to be charged, at t equals 0, the output looks like a short, so the impedance seen from primary side is the leakage inductance Lf. When the primary current gets the dIp over dt equals 0, the voltage across the output capacitor reaches the voltage provided by the secondary coil Vsg. Because of the current stored in the leakage inductance Lf, the output capacitor voltage increases at almost twice Vsg, getting the dVsg over dt equals 0. As phi equals Bs, then mu Hs, then mu Nis over L, then mu S over L times NPIP plus NSIS. As Vp is constant, d phi over dt is constant, so NPIP plus NSIS is a linear ramp proportional to the time with the dIp over dt slope equal to Up over Lp. The Is current plotted with the simulation is not measurable because the leakage inductance and the output capacitor are both part of the secondary winding. But of course, as the sum of NPIP plus NSIS is linear, the oscillating secondary current is visible on the primary current. I want to thank you for your attention. On my next Thierry Sicard tutorial number 12, we will review some transformer applications and the first usage of the transformer in the United States. See you soon and stay tuned.